Good morning, everyone, and a very warm, well-ish welcome to Homechoir. This morning, it's our unique Sing Sunday broadcast. I really don't think there's anything else like this on YouTube, where we come together, people from all over the world who love fantastic choral music, and we sing together on a Sunday morning, or indeed, if you're watching in Australia, as some are, on a Sunday evening. So a very good evening, and a very good morning, and a very good afternoon. A very good day to all of you. Thanks for joining us today. So I'm just going to run through the all-important sound checks. And it's great to have so many people watching live, and of course, many, many more watching later on. You can hear in my voice that I'm still fighting off the lurgy, but I have to say, I'm feeling so much better than I was earlier this week. I think Wednesday, Thursday was the peak of it, and I'm feeling much better in myself. My voice, as you might expect, as someone who uses it quite a lot, is taking a while to catch up with the rest of me. But let's see. How are things this morning? So we've got a piano. Excellent. That's a little bit of a preview as to one of the numbers we're doing this morning. Let me check that the sound is working. Do we have the Patchway Cathedral Renaissance Consort ready to sing Is Ein Ros? Shall we find out, shall we? Lovely. Quick segue into Dulci. Lovely. Do we have the Berlioz Shepherd's Farewell? Oboes at the ready. Yep. We should have Chris Upton's I Sing of a Mayden. Lovely. Jamie Hall's Oh Nata Lux. Fabulous. And then the two numbers today. We've got Go Tell It on the Mountain, which is a version I did years ago. And we've got the fantastic Sizalewe Indodana from St. George's with Sing for Happiness. One of my favourite new songs of this year. So everything seems to be working here from the sound point of view, and I see we've got a fantastic crowd here in the live chat. A big warm welcome to all of you, and particularly to anyone who's joined the channel recently. Shall we do a quick channel subscriber update? Yes. Okay, well, here we go. Checking whilst you wait. Aha. I'm very pleased about this. Homechoir subscribers currently stands at 5,501. 5501. That is fantastic. Thank you to everyone who's joined the channel in the last few weeks, in this last year, or indeed over the last nearly 5 years. You've really helped grow us to where we are today. Of course, it would be great to continue growing and get to 10,000 subscribers at some point soon. But I wondered earlier this year if we'd hit 5,000 by the end of the year, and we smashed that. So I said, I wonder if we'll hit 5,500 by Christmas, and we've smashed that as well. So thank you, all of you. And I do hope you've enjoyed this year on Homechoir. Lots more to come, of course. And I'm just completely and utterly made up. If you want to join the growing throng, of course, of people who love singing together and love making music on the internet, well then just click subscribe. Don't forget to share this broadcast with anyone you think could do with a smile on their face. And let me say a very good morning to everyone who's watching live, but not in the live chat this morning. As always, to Helene and Bill and Val. Hello to Sue and Tony and Sally and Annie and Maureen and Harry and June and Katie and Val and anyone else who's watching but not chatting today. And then hello, everyone over here. A fabulous crowd. We've had some people say they can't catch up, or they will catch up. They can't watch live because they're off having fun. Carolyn, I'm not sure how many Christmas dinners this is for you, but thank you for your message. Hello to Dave and Jill and anyone else who popped up this morning, and to Glennis as well, and I mean so many. I hope you have a really good day. Hello to everyone in the live chat. Hello to Alan. Hello Alison. Hello Angela. Hello Christine. Hello Claire. Hello Liz. Hello Emma. Hello Fiona. Hello Jeffrey. Hello Gloria. Hello Jackie. Hello Jane. Hello Jane. Hello Janet. Hello Irena. Hello Jill. Hello Julie. Hello Leslie. Hello Linda. Hello Nikki. Hello Roz. Hello Sheila. Hello Soraya. Hello Susanna. Hello Suzanne. Hello Violet. Hello to all of you. And let's get started, shall we? We need Homechoir in the key of B flat. This is the Christmassy sound. In fact, should I put the Santa hat on? Yeah, go on. Go on, you're worth it. I have the Santa hat on. Apart from anything else, it's quite cold in here. Here we go for one nice deep breath, and yeah, definitely still have the bottom B flat. Very good morning, everyone, and welcome to Homechoir. This morning, well, it's our last live Sing Sunday of 2024, and so we're pulling together some of the most beautiful pieces that we've learnt, not just this year, over the last few years, for Christmas. And it's not entirely what you would expect. There's no O Come Ye Faithful, there's no Silent Night. We're saving that for later in this week. These are very particular pieces that, for the most part, you'll only really hear here. So we're going to start shortly with Praetorius Es Ist Ein Ros entsprungen, which we learned a couple of weeks ago. We'll then move on to this past Wednesday's new piece, which of course is in Dulci, Jubilo, and it's harmonised by J.S. Bach. We'll then look at The Shepherd's Farewell by Berlioz, before moving on to sing I Sing of a Mayden by Christopher Upton, a piece we learnt as part of our, frankly, groundbreaking choral alphabet series. We'll then sing O Nata Lux, and when I say we, I really mean we will sing O Nata Lux. This is Homechoir's recording that we put together last year as part of the Choirs Against Cancer appeal. We'll then pause for a minute to just reflect on the themes and thoughts of the day before we sing two pieces. Now, one of them we're going to be singing along with Sing for Happiness from St George's, Sizalewe Indodana, a fantastic piece that was taught to all of us by Kim Samuels, and I'm just looking forward to everyone singing along with it on this Sunday morning. And then we'll finish off with my recording from a few years ago of Go Tell It on the Mountain. Just keep it here on Homechoir for all of the fun and frolics of the festive season. Now, of course, speaking of fun and frolics, this coming week we are wrapping up 2024's Christmas programme with not one, but two big Christmas sings. We've got our part one on Wednesday, and as Wednesdays usually are classical themed day, we're going to bring together some of the more traditional and classical themed Christmas music for you on Wednesday. And then Friday is usually our fun Friday, so we're going to pull together some of the more jazzy and fun and laid back threads, including that Tom Lehrer's Christmas Carol that we didn't get to do this past Friday because frankly I was far too bassy. So lots of fun still to come this term on Homechoir. And then, of course, we are off for a couple of weeks of live streams, but you will have your usual Christmas rerun schedule. Details of that will follow in the next few days. And, of course, remember the very, very special Homechoir Christmas Day broadcast. This is a first for us, and we were asked if we would do this by the Marmalade charity. The Marmalade Trust, the loneliness charity. I said somewhat ironically, the only loneliness charity, it seems. And they are putting this out in conjunction with us at 10 a.m. on Christmas Day. If you go along to homechoir.org/Christmas, you can find the link. You'll also find it, of course, in your newsletter. Now, of course, we here on Homechoir are entirely reliant on all of you for your kind support. We literally couldn't make these shows without the support of our kind donors. And if you want to help us make these shows for now, as you can see, thousands of people around the world, well, you can become one of our donors. And if all you can do is buy us a coffee, that is hugely appreciated. And to those of you who are already a supporter, those of you who are kind enough to give every month, we are so, so grateful to all of you. So thank you. Go along to homechoir.org/donate, and thanks in advance. And of course, I mentioned the newsletter. This has never been more important because, of course, not only do we share all of the links with all of you, not the scores and everything else, we also include quite often subscriber exclusive content, stuff you can only access through the newsletter, whether it's scores or whether it's indeed links to things like Sing for Happiness. So make sure you're not missing out on a moment of Homechoir by signing up for the newsletter. Go to the website, homechoir.org, click the sign up button at the top, fill in the very short form, and you're done. And we promise to never ever spam you. We're just going to send you stuff about Homechoir. And if you tell us when your birthday is, well, we'll sing for you when your special day rolls around. And you can see, after a couple of days of, well, there's no birthdays today, there's just one birthday, suddenly, and lo, we see not one, not two, but 8 birthdays to sing for today, for tomorrow, and for Tuesday. So in a moment, after our Christmassy warm-up, we're going to sing for Janine, for Joe, for Colleen, for Marion, for Karen, for Jane, for Marion, and for Jenny, for all of you and anyone else who's celebrating today, tomorrow, or indeed on Tuesday. But let's get warmed up, shall we? And it's great to see so many people here in the live chat. If you are here for the first time, do pop up and say hello to everyone. Of course, if you're watching later on, do consider leaving us a comment and hit the like button. But let's start off by rolling our heads around, stretching out the neck muscles. And once you've rolled your head around, bring it to the middle. And just allow your neck and your shoulders to relax, everybody. Okay, feel that relaxation traveling down, and start to roll your shoulders around. That's fantastic. And then rolling them forwards the other way. I'm glad to see people in the live chat saying they're wearing their Christmas hats. When else are you going to wear your Christmas hats? I mean, really. So if you have a Christmas hat, go and get it. It's all right, I'll wait. I'll just kill time till you get back. Bring your shoulders up to your ears. Take a deep breath, and as you sigh, relax. Here we go. Very, very good. Well done, you. Okay, now we're going to see whether my voice will hold out. I'm going to let the piano do the heavy lifting, and we're going to start the motor. Okay, start the sleigh with a bit of a hum. Are we ready? And again. And very nice. Now let's have a ya 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 and ya ya ya. Your turn. Ho ho ho. Very nice. Jingle bells, and we'll have deck the halls. Fa la la, and let it snow, and silent night. One more, holy night. Okay, I think my voice this morning feels a little bit like trying to go into one of my children's bedrooms to wake them up in the morning. As long as I don't sort of venture off the defined path, I'm fine. If I try and go outside of the defined area that I know is safe, then I'm going to injure myself on something on the floor. So vocally, I think as long as I stay within this narrow band of notes that I know are going to work, I think I'll be fine. Now, all that being said, we're going to sing happy birthday for these dear, dear people. For Janine, for Joe, for Colleen, for Marion, for Karen, for Jane, for Marion, and for Jenny. For all 8 of you, and indeed for anyone else out there who's celebrating their birthdays today, tomorrow, or on Tuesday, we hope you have a very, very happy birthday. So everyone, Homechoir singing together from all around the world. After 2, 1, 2. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Janine, Joe, Colleen, Marion, Karen, Jane, Marion, and Jenny. Happy birthday to you and many more. Hope you all have a fantastic birthday when it rolls around. So everyone, our last Sing Sunday of 2024. Of course, many, many more to come over the next year or so. But it's a good time of year to pull together some of the beautiful pieces that we've been learning for the Christmas season. And we're going to start off with a relatively early piece, Praetorius, Es ist ein Ros entsprungen. And we learnt this one a couple of weeks ago. You may know this as a great and mighty wonder, a spotless rose is blooming, but we decided to use my, frankly, beautiful brand new instruments here in the studio, which includes a gorgeous new chapel organ for Patray Cathedral and indeed a viola da gamba consort. I mean, some people go out on Black Friday and they buy all sorts of electronics and perfume. I buy viola da gamba consort. I mean, yeah. So we're going to sing this one. We're in the key of F major. I do hope you enjoy singing it with the choir of me. It's time for Es ist ein Ros entsprungen. Here we go. There we are, everyone. A lovely way to start our Sing Sunday this morning. A bit of medieval music turned into beautiful Renaissance homophony by Michael Praetorius. And I have to say, not only, I'm a very lucky man, not only did I get a viola da gamba consort for my birthday, I also, from my family, and I haven't told most of you about this, I also got this phenomenal toy, and it is a toy. This is, some of you will remember this from the Choir of the Earth around sound that I did, those of you that saw it. Those of you that haven't seen it, it's still available if you want to go and buy it. This is a wonderful toy which is full of medieval sounds that can be programmed in. And let's just say this is going to be making an appearance in the near future here on Homechoir. It's very, very silly. It is a toy, and it's full of medieval instruments, along with all sorts of medieval noises like sheep bleating, portcullises falling, crowds booing and cheering, goats, all sorts. So let's just say the future's bright, the future's medieval. Now, to just tie a little bow on that, we're just going to sing a piece that is very much derived from another medieval tune. We're going to be singing now in Dulci, Jubilo, which of course is a very, very old tune. It's a tune from Pie Cantionis, which, as we all know, comes from Finland. Absolutely it does, as most good things do, we've discovered over the last few years together. And this is a special version which has been arranged. Now, I've got to follow the thread here. This is a finished tune which was then arranged as a Christmas carol, effectively, and then Bach took the tune and harmonized it with his trademark skill and his harmonic ingenuity, and turned it into an organ piece. And then that organ piece was then arranged for SATB choir, and I then recorded it and taught it to all of you last week. So frankly, if you can follow that, then you're doing better than I can. But let's sing in Dulci Jubilo. Here we go, everyone. Enjoy. There we go. You can't beat a bit of viola da gamba, can you? And you certainly can't beat a bit of Bach. Thank you so much, everyone. Now, those in the live chat are very much enjoying the idea of this medieval music maker, including the sheep sounds. And so I thought, given that people are already cracking some excellent, excellent dad-level jokes, and thank you to Jeffrey for referring to J.S. Bach, of course, yes. I think we should pull today's Christmas cracker, what you think, and find out what delights and despairs this cracker from... well, I can't say, can I? Because that would just be unprofessional for me to badmouth the supermarket that I frequent an awful lot. That's called Lidl. Oops. If you see these particular crackers, in fact, I've shown this is the public information. Warning, if you see these on sale, don't buy them. They're not very good. But they are actually a fount of awful jokes and quite a lot of comedy for us here on Homechoir. So I feel like I've got good value out of this set. Right, let's pull this together. Everyone, please grab the end. No, you're not pulling hard enough. Look. Okay, listen. If you're not going to put your back into it... okay, right, one more try. Here we go. Okay, I won this one. I don't know if anyone's keeping score. So, what's the toy today? It's Christmas songs... Christmas word scramble. I mean, it really is no expense spent on this. Tilson Niggety, obviously Silent Night. Jneeg Lisbon, Jingle Bells. Oh, goodness me, it's just not worth it. Okay, the hat today. The future's bright. The hat is orange. Let's see, shall we? The red ones, generally speaking, I think they must be right. The red ones tend to fit. The orange ones, not so... what do we think? No, that's perched as always. Okay, the joke. How do snowmen get around? How do snowmen get around? They ride an icicle. Yeah. What I need is one of those buttons with the tumbleweed sound. Just and a bell tolling in the background. I prefer one that I was sent by an intrepid home chorister. What is a sheep's favourite carol? What's a sheep's favourite carol? Okay. And the one they said was Fleece Navidad, which I have to say is particularly good. One of mine that I came up with, which I will share with all of you, and if you are here in the live chat or you're watching later on, this is our joke for the day. What is a sheep's favourite carol? Please come up with alternatives. I quite liked In the Bleat Midwinter. You personally may come up with some others. Please put them in the live chat. I'll read out the best and the worst throughout the broadcast. So let's proceed on. Very much keeping with the theme, we're going to have The Shepherd's Farewell by Hector Berlioz. Now this, of course, this is a work by a composer who himself was very influential and very controversial because, well, Berlioz was one of those figures who was largely, frankly, detested by his colleagues for all sorts of reasons. First of all, he wasn't classically trained in the same way that most of his colleagues were. He was largely self-taught, and he very much followed his passions and his emotions, even if that didn't mean that he used the same musical ideas as his colleagues. Mendelssohn famously said, whenever I handle one of his scores, I have to wash my hands afterwards. He was also very popular. He put on these big concerts with thousands of people singing, and so he was loved, and therefore they were jealous of him. And he was also a music critic. So he wrote scathing and often hilarious reviews of his contemporaries' music, and really left nothing but off the page. He was really quite brutal. And so when he wrote this piece as part of his oratorio L'Enfance de Christ, he actually published it under a pseudonym. And a lot of his colleagues heard this particular piece, which was very popular, and said, it's just so beautiful. Imagine someone like Berlioz. Berlioz could never write anything like this. Of course, he had the last laugh. So let's enjoy this one together. This is Thou Must Leave Thy Lowly Dwelling by the great and sometimes rather maligned Hector Berlioz. Here we go, everyone. There we go, everyone. Oh, merci, Monsieur Berlioz. I think it's a great one. And if you're not a fan of Berlioz, do take a moment. Do listen to his stuff. Bearing in mind he was unique. He was a one-off. He broke the mold. Many of his colleagues would have agreed with that, but very different sentiments. And what's particularly interesting, as always, here I am conducting live on the internet, emoting every special feeling about that particular piece, whilst at the same time, the process that I have to admit I set in motion was unfolding, and we had some fantastic sheep-related carols. So this is, I'm just going to scroll through. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Thank you, Jane, for that one. Very, very good indeed. Jeffrey, get away from the manger. It's time. Get away from the manger. It's time I was fed. Excellent. Thank you, Jeff. That's really good. Oh, come all you faithful. Yep, the first no wool. Nikki, I think I like that one very much. Janet, deck the halls with boughs of woolly. Ba 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 ba. I particularly enjoy that one. I can really hear the choir singing that one. Thank you, Janet. While shepherds watch their flocks, absolutely. Emma says, I knew I could rely on you indeed. Bethlehem down from Emma. It came upon a midnight shear. I think that's your best one this morning, Nikki. Well done, everyone. Away in the pros à manger. Yes, absolutely. Well, everyone, thank you very much for those submissions. Keep them coming. We'll share a few more as we go. But we're going to now sing something that, frankly, you won't hear anywhere else on the internet. This is a recording of Christopher Upton's I Sing of a Maiden. Now, of course, long-term followers of Homechoir will know that we put out a very special series that took an entire year. It was the choral alphabet. And I set out, possibly somewhat naively, to record every week or two teaching videos for a piece with each of the composer's surnames starting with a consecutive letter of the alphabet. So we had A for Allegri, we had B for Beach, we had C for Casulana, and so on. And we went through the alphabet, and I was sort of jauntily strolling along, and then realised a few weeks away from December we needed to switch to Christmas music, and that drastically reduced the pull to, right, well, I need to find an R, an S, a T, so Tchaikovsky, fine. Could I find a composer in the classical era with a surname that began with U that wrote Christmas music? To say it was a challenge was an understatement. And then I found Chris Upton, whose music is on CPDL. He is a contemporary composer. He is alive and well and lives in Norfolk. And I reached out to him and said, look, you've published this piece. May we please learn this one on YouTube? And he very, very kindly, very generously allowed us to do it, and even came along and supported the teaching. So Chris, if you're watching, thanks again for all of your support. And everyone, we're going to sing I Sing of a Maiden, or I Sing of a Maiden, because this is written, obviously, setting this medieval text. So this is Chris Upton's I Sing of a Maiden. If you want to learn any of these pieces, by the way, and if you haven't, of course, it's all here on YouTube. But here, over to Chris. Isn't that lovely? It's such a gorgeous setting. He manages to combine the medieval textures, these ideas of these, we're talking about horizontal lines rather than vertical chords, and yet manages to make it sound modern. It's a very, very beautiful piece. And if you are in any way involved in the world of choral music and you're looking for something new, something interesting, and something that is published and available for you to use in the public domain, do look up Christopher Upton's music on CBDR. And so, before our minute of reflection, we're going to hand over to all of you, home choir. We're going to enjoy our performance of Jamie Hall's O Nata Lux, which we recorded last year as part of Choirs Against Cancer. This is a very special setting and a very special performance, and once again really highlights the work that we do, not just to bring people together to sing, but subsequently then to raise music for good causes and raise money for good causes. We have done so much of this, and there is more to come, everyone. Not only, of course, are we singing for Marmalade Trust on Christmas Day, but we are working with a mental health organisation called Talk Club, and more about that next year. It's going to be a very different style to anything we've sung in before, but I do think you are going to very much appreciate the project, and there are more collaborations on the horizon. For now, though, let's revel in the beautiful sound of voices together from all around the world singing Jamie Hall's O Nata Lux. Here we go. There we are, everyone. A beautiful performance of a beautiful piece. Thank you so much. Now, we're going to pause, as we always do, on Sing Sunday. And I often have some thoughts and reflections for the day. And the way I think we are all feeling is, I think we just all need a hug. I don't know about you. We've reached this point in the year where everyone, and I'm encountering people in all my various groups, whether it's online or in person, and it just feels that everyone is tired. Everyone is feeling the end of the year sort of upon them, and I'm not necessarily talking about everyone who's watching today. And I know some of you are feeling hale and hearty and full of the joys of spring or summer. But to anyone out there who is feeling, is it Christmas yet? I think we all understand, and we all put our arms around you and give you a big, big hug. And last night I conducted a superb concert in North Somerset with my orchestra, and they did a magnificent job, but everyone was very, very tired. The audience was tired, the players were tired, and I think it's important to just take that moment to say it's fine to be tired. It's fine to take a deep breath and breathe out and give yourselves a break. Now, we have a couple of weeks of no live streams coming up. I've got some fantastic plans for 2025, both in terms of musical fun. As you can see, the toys are already here and prepped. We're going to be looking at some gorgeous music. There's more teaching to come. There's more deep dives. There's more mad pieces. And there's some stuff that I haven't shared with all of you because it's still in the mad early stages. But let's just say next year is going to be fantastic for Homechoir and for all of us musically. But this being our last Sunday of the year, thank you for being with us. Thank you for all of your support, your encouragement, your participation in our projects, your kind donations. Everything you've done for us this year has really boosted me. And so let's have a minute of silence, but let's have a hug together, everyone, for each other and for the world. Thanks so much. What's lovely? Yes, I really feel the hugs. Thank you so much, everyone. Virtual hugs. I think we need to do a proper study into this, but when you're part of an online community, if people share virtual hugs, you feel them. Thanks so much. Well, look, we've got time for a couple more. And this is a piece that if you didn't come to Sing for Happiness, the two teaching sessions that we did recently, you won't necessarily know this, but it is fantastic. This is a South African Christmas carol called Sizalewe Indodana. And this translates, well, the words, Igamalai ongu Jesu, Iyoyodwa, Iyoyodwa, Iyoyodwa Sindisi. The words translate as, unto us is born a son, his name is Jesus, and only he is the Saviour. Now, if you don't know this, then do feel free to rerun this broadcast. And if you are a subscriber to the newsletter, if you didn't watch Sing for Happiness Teaching Session 2, you can go back and watch that. It's all saved. It's all there for you to revise. There's a setting of Go Tell It on the Mountain in that, which is also amazing. But this, from the St. George's Hall, with the incredible Kim and Kevin leading, Nigel on piano, yours truly singing basso profundo. This is Sizalewe Indodana. Here we go. So get yourselves moving to the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Here we go. Sizalewe Indodana, Igamalai ongu Jesu. Sizalewe Indodana, Igamalai ongu. Now harmony. Sizalewe Indodana, Igamalai ongu Jesu. Sizalewe Indodana, Igamalai ongu Jesu. Iyoyodwa, Iyoyodwa, Iyoyodwa Sindisi. Iyoyodwa, Iyoyodwa, Iyoyodwa Sindisi. Iyoyodwa, Iyoyodwa, Sindisi. And again. Iyoyodwa, Iyoyodwa, Sindisi. Sizalewe in Indodana, Igamalai, Ungu Jesu, Sizalewe Indodana, Igamalai, Ungu Jesu. Now that is a fantastic Christmas piece. Isn't that fabulous? A South African carol, which we learnt as part of Sing for Happiness. There is more Sing for Happiness coming in 2025. Homechoir once again has been asked to partner with St George's in this groundbreaking and frankly very important landmark study. In fact, I'm not sure I told all of you. We have been working on this project in association with the University of the West of England, with the fantastic Kat Branch, who's a good friend of mine. She is in charge of the music department over there. She's been running this important study, which is, does singing actually make you happy? Yeah, it's actually a hard thing to quantify in academic terms. We can all say anecdotally, yes, of course it does. But how do you capture that evidence? Well, she has done huge amounts of work in the form of scientific research, collecting people's moods and analysing all that data. And the first indicators are, yes, it absolutely does. In the terms of the scale of people's moods, from 1 to 20, from 20 being absolute bliss and 0 being absolute despair, wherever you are, singing raises your mood by up to 9 degrees on that scale. I mean, that is actual scientific data, and we, Homechoir, are a big part of the results of this and will be published in journals. How about that? Now, on that, we're going to finish today with Go Tell It on the Mountain. This is a shorter version than we've done recently because, frankly, we're running over time, but I hope you'll sing with us and I hope you'll enjoy our cheery, upbeat end to our final Sing Sunday of the year. It's time, everyone, to go tell it on the mountain. Here we go. A 1, 2, 3, 4, go. Tell it on the mountain, over the hills and far away. Go. Tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is here. While shepherds kept their watching, or silent flocks by night, behold, from out the heavens there shone a heavenly light. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and far away. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is here. And lo, when they had seen it, they all bowed down and prayed, then traveled in together to where the baby. Here we go. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and far away. Go tell it on the mountain, Jesus Christ. One more time, let me hear you. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and far away. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is here. Fabulous. So everyone, thank you so much for all of your company today, for your terrible and yet still marvellous sheep jokes, for all of your support, to all of our donors who help keep this show running on the internet for all of you, to our entire community. Thank you for being part of Homechoir this year. We still have 2 fabulous live streams, what you might call Christmas jumper specials. So come along on Wednesday. I still have... how many crackers? Well, I've got 4 crackers left in the box, and so I'll pull 2 on Wednesday and 2 on Friday. And don't say I didn't warn you. We're going to have a Christmassy classical special on Wednesday, putting together some beautiful traditional pieces, some of which we've done over the last few weeks and some we haven't done yet this year at all. So don't miss that. And then Fun Friday this coming week is our last live stream of the year where we'll be pulling all the crackers, we'll be eating mince pies, we'll be having lots and lots of fun to wrap up our year. So please do come and join us for those, live if you can, later if you can't, and enjoy the rest of your day. Take care, Homechoir. See you soon. Bye.